confess this little body of mine is wearing a bit thin.
You can't just change what I look like without consulting me!
I have to face my fears.
It's the end, but the moment has been prepared for.
That's the trouble with regeneration. You never quite know what you're going to get.
Change, my dear. And it seems on a moment too soon.
I am not human. I am not like you.
It's not my time. I've got too much left to do.
Now we will destroy our greatest enemy, the Doctor!
No!
Careful around the car, Violet.
It's crazy, Faith. Why'd you bring me here? There's a new gin joint in town, the Blue Haven. Just opened up. I want to go there.
No. You have to see this first. It's in the back of the old Miskatonic Gentlemen's Club.
No, I want to spend my night with young drunken men, not old ones.
We'll have an adventure. You can tell the boys the Blue Haven about it later.
I've got plenty to tell them now. Like how I drank in the new decade. 20 rounds for 1920 I had. Woo!
Look, reporters from every paper in Boston are in there to see the professor's new device. He's shown it all over the country, and this is its first night here. I've got some glue and a roll of suffragette posters in my bag.
You rascal.
It'll be fun to hear their shock. Oh, but this is a men's club. Is no place sacred anymore.
Rank grass, moss, and curious creeping weeds. A vague stench, rotting stone. Oh!
Hey! Mr. Boozehound! Watch where you're going!
I haven't had a drop.
Do you know where you are, Blue Nose?
Behind the Miskatonic Gentlemen's Club. I've been walking around it for hours.
You look awful. Shouldn't you go home?
Well, I came up from Providence. I can't go back. I can't. I had a dream. It said I had to be here. I tried to ignore it, but I just can't.
Look here, there's a YMCA down on Huntington. Go there, sleep it off, and get the train home tomorrow. And whenever the thing that tells you to be here comes back, you look it in the eye. I guarantee it goes away.
It's not that simple with me.
You got a name, Chuckles?
My name? I'm...
Again.
I don't like the looks of those guys. They're real lit up.
They haven't had a drop either.
Don't they know where the entrance is?
They're abominations. I've seen them in my dreams.
They're not moving like people.
We can handle them.
Goofy!
What's the big deal? They can't even stand up straight.
Faith, I take it back. This is Goofy.
More waking dreams!
Don't worry. I've got everything completely under control.
Oh, hey! Oh, terrific! Oh.
You to join us, girl.
Come join us and feel his love. Oh, this really isn't the best time, is it?
Run!
Come on, we better follow him.
Hey! I can't just leave this guy! Get up, you palooka!
Up! Is that above or below me? Why is my face all scratchy? Am I a porcupine now?
Get up!
I have a beard. I've regenerated with a beard. Oh, is it ginger? I've always wanted to be Ginger. I say, why are your friends running? Those frog people don't look particularly strong, except that one's picking up a car.
Oh! Steady, Violet. Not a good time to get dizzy.
How is that one picking up a car without the necessary muscle mass?
Why are you asking me?
Because you look like you know things. It's a wonderful skill to have, Miss Violet.
Violet, run!
Miss Violet Run. Lovely to meet you. Lovely name. I want to do a killer in Violet Run. Turn into a big blueberry and...
Hurry!
Run!
Coming!
Oh, look out! The car!
Oh, jeez!
Everyone stop. Get down.
We're blocked in!
Fascinating. It must have taken quite a feat of trigonometry to have it land right here, don't you think? 2 offerings are better than 1. Twice the love from our Lord when we bring you to him.
They're almost here.
It's all right. Just loosen these, and pull that, and haha, the petrol line is free! You two, stand behind me. Violet, do you have a cigarette lighter?
Yes.
Stand here and light that on fire, would you?
What?
Trust me! Or don't.
All right.
For our Lord. I don't think so, my froggy friends. I've been known to do a little trigonometry in my day, too.
He is breaking the vehicle to hurt us. Run! Run for healing. For healing.
There. That should keep him away for a while. Hello, I'm the doctor.
Who?
Quite possibly.
Where'd you and that blue box come from?
I'm not sure. I think that's polite for I don't know. And now the déjà vu. I must not know where I come from rather often. And you are?
Violet Brooks.
Faith Parker.
Lovecraft. My name's Lovecraft.
Mr. Lovecraft. Howard.
You know me, sir?
You fool! Warren is dead! Turned me behind the sofa, that one.
Thank you?
Don't mention it.
Are you here to see Professor Whiteman too, Doctor?
Yeah, I suppose I must be. Why would I want to see him?
Faith says he has some crazy machine he's been touring the country with.
It's supposed to cure the insane.
Indeed,
Mr.
then-
Lovecraft here can't wait to try it.
Oh, well, indeed. Indeed, let's try this marvelous invention.
I think perhaps I should make my way to the YMCA, as Miss Brooks suggested.
Nonsense. A bit of adventure's good for what ails you. Besides, where's your scientific curiosity?
I suppose you're right.
That's a good man. Come along, you two. The professor's not going to wait all night.
Go in there. That's a gentleman's club.
Yes, I'm sure very few of them are actually considered gentlemen. And if that doesn't stop them from entering, it won't stop us.
You're mad.
Undoubtedly. Want to come with?
Only if you promise to be more fun than a night at the Blue Haven.
There's one thing in the universe I can guarantee, it's that.
I'm in.
You have seen what we have seen. That man wounded us with strange technology. What should we do?
A human with advanced technology. Maybe an alien. Bad. You should not have attacked. No, sorry, it's what you do. Upload all visual and auditory data you have. I must study this man and his intriguing blue ball.
See? We can still have a bit of fun, eh, Violet?
Provided we keep it to a bit.
Ladies? Ladies?
Excuse me, sir.
Ah, you're excused.
Sir, so sorry not to have sent a car for you, but the professor only just told me you were coming.
I thought you said you didn't know Professor Whiteman, Doc.
I don't. Hello.
Franklin Peabody of the Beacon Hill Peabodys. You want something done in this town, you come to me. I'm sorry, ladies. This isn't the place for you.
These are my assistants. Either they stay or I leave. You do want me to stay, don't you?
Oh, well, yes. Yes, of course. If they must.
Insufferable old. All right, Faith, how about we pass out some of your flyers?
Of course. It wouldn't do to waste one of them.
Now, Mr. Peabody, how do you know Professor Whiteman?
I've been helping to fund the professor's research a while now. Myself and the other members of the Order.
And I'm sure it's worth every penny. The Order?
The Esoteric Order of Dagon. It's an international organization of like-minded men of means brought together in the spirit of advancing human endeavors. Professor Whiteman is our founder. That's why we're so honored to host his first New England exhibition.
Fascinating.
Indeed. Indeed. Especially our massive expedition to Antarctica should reach McMurdo Sound today, launched from ports all around the world. It's a history-making scientific undertaking to explore the last continent.
I look forward to hearing all about it.
Oh, it'll be in the papers soon enough. Everything the professor does gets in the papers. Well, I look forward to witnessing your amazing talent, sir. Help yourself to the buffet. Excuse me.
That was unexpected.
Doctor, I just overheard. You didn't say you knew the professor.
I don't, Mr. Lovecraft. Truly, I have no recollection of him.
Well, I write a syndicated column for the United Amateur Press Association. An interview with the professor would mean a lot to me, Doctor. If you could put in a good word for me, I could really use the money.
I will be sure to mention it.
Thank you.
Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention? You've heard of his amazing exploits in a wide range of scientific fields, including his recent exploration of the unknown world. I won't beat around the bush, ladies and gentlemen. Today, he presents his latest invention, one that will revolutionize the mental hygiene movement and render the insane asylum a thing of the past. I give to you Professor Jonas Whiteman.
A party? For me? Oh, you shouldn't have. Do I get a gift? You all do, I know. Thank you all for coming. Sir. Yes, you in the funny coat. I'm Professor Whiteman, as you may have noticed from all these radiant posters around me. What was your name again?
I never told you.
I could have sworn you did.
Oh, you must be thinking of someone else.
What if I gave you a name, and then you can get all huffy when I get it wrong, and tell me your real one?
Can I do the same for you?
No. How about I call you the Doctor?
I like that one.
Fantastic.
Everyone calls me that.
Excellent. Doctor, I'm so very sorry if anything unpleasant has happened to you in the last hour. I swear I wasn't responsible. Well, maybe a little, but not entirely. Anyway, you're fine. And your reporter friend is fine.
How did you know I'm a reporter, sir?
And, oh my, you young lady.
Yes, Professor?
You are very, very fine.
Oh, a man of taste.
And who's your lovely friend? You will introduce me, won't you?
I'm Violet, Professor.
And I'm red with passion, green with envy, and blue that you haven't come to see me before this. My card, come back tomorrow. And now, my adoring public, you've come to see my miraculous little chair, and I do not wish to disappoint. Franklin, the inmate, please.
Well, the attendants from the hospital have just arrived with him, Jonas. Come along, bring him this way.
It's all rather complicated, my little devices. A few bits go into the head, and electricity goes crackle, crackle through the body. Strap him in the chair, please. The wildest, most exciting thing is this. It takes the crazy out of the crazy person. Do you want to see?
Oh, yes.
So do I. It's going to be great. And we're missing one thing, Doctor. Come here, please. You have to see this.
What do you need me for?
I need you, when I say go, to throw this switch.
I won't have any part in harming this man.
Franklin, you've seen me do this many times before. Has anyone ever been hurt?
No, sir. The attending physician has always given them a clean bill of health.
You see, Doctor, what are you afraid of? I want you to see this.
All right.
Great. Throw the switch now! Ooh, I felt that. Now, Mr. Inmate.
What?
What's 4 times 7?
28.
The square root of 2.03.
1.4247806.
Yes. 300,508 divided by 0.
You can't divide by 0.
What a clever fellow, everyone. And now watch. Watch. There is a wonderful side effect to the process. Mr. Inmate, see this pen sitting flat on my palm? Pull it towards you.
I can't. You haven't released my arms.
No, that won't stop a clever fellow like you. Reach out with your mind and snatch it. Come on, you can do it.
I feel woozy again.
Me too.
I feel peaceful.
I better step out and get some fresh air.
Yes, he did it. Inmate number 4017, everyone.
That is extraordinarily not good.
Take him away, Franklin. Give him an accounting job. Have him break the stock market or something. I need to fund many more of my lavishly hedonistic science projects.
Excuse me, Professor?
Thank you, Doctor. You were stupendous.
Professor, I must sit in that chair.
You're serious? You want to subject yourself to my little box of tricks?
Well, I don't want to. I feel compelled to. Compelled as if I were an opium addict. I have had dreams of that chair beckoning me. And when I saw it function just now, I felt at peace. Sir, I need the procedure.
Steady on, Mr. Lovecraft.
Get yourself in a sanitarium and join the line.
My father was in a sanitarium. He died when I was 8. All I ever knew of him was in that decrepit, awful house. His eyes darted, his muscles shook, his seizures frightened me, and dementia reaped his memory. Madness is my birthright. Cure me, sir. Put me in that chair. I can take these dreams no longer.
I'm sure your journal appreciates how far you'll go for a story, but
You won't put me in the chair. Why not?
Cuckoo. He's too far gone for the chair, I'm afraid.
You call to me in my dreams, Professor. Now that I'm here, why won't you help me?
Howard, get a grip on yourself. I think you should leave. You want to leave.
I want to leave. Yes, I should leave. Need a walk.
Presentation's over, folks. Please, gorge yourselves on Mr. Peabody's comestibles.
I don't know what you're up to.
Nothing but good works, Doctor, I promise. I really do want to chat with you without all these gawkers. Come back later.
In a few hours, then? Right through the front door?
Of course. Oh, and Doctor, there are certain people I don't want finding me, so I really hope you're not one of them, because I'd have to get nasty if you were.
Of course.
Splendid. Well, see you tonight. And Miss Very, Very Fine, would you care to join me for dinner?
Why, Professor, I would be delighted.
Wonderful. Farewell all. Farewell. Goodbye.
Doctor, there you are. I just checked the alley out back.
What happened?
Well, for one, the wrecked car, it's gone. The most. It doesn't even look like it was ever there. No burn marks, nothing.
Well, that's peculiar. It's as if someone's trying to cover up what happened.
Yeah, well, you know what else is peculiar? The box you fill out is gone, too.
What, the TARDIS? It's gone.
If that's what you call it, then yeah, it pulled a Houdini.
It's a wonder why I even get up in the morning. Fine. Professor Whiteman now has my undivided attention.
break into a lot of people's homes through their back door?
Okay. Do you regularly follow people who break into a lot of people's homes through their back door?
You saw how hard the professor was hitting on my friend. I need to know if he's the real deal, you know?
Yeah, and my charming manner had nothing to do with it. Shh. Frog monsters.
Do you need another car? 'Cause I don't think we can fit one in here.
No. Now have this. It's a solution of chloric acid and water in a spray bottle. It's diluted. They've got huge eyes that'll sting like the dickens. Ready? Wait for me.
Intruder.
Oh, pain!
Flee!
Sorry. Just go wet your faces and you should be fine.
How long do we have?
Probably not long enough. I'm sure they were guarding something in this library. Perhaps a secret passage.
A passage like this one?
You're terribly proficient. How did you know the fireplace swings open like that?
Hun, I live in speakeasies.
You must take me to your favorite one so I can learn to be as clever as you. Now, I was trying to figure out which book in his library he'd be arrogant enough to make into a switch.
Let's go!
Right. Ah. A secret laboratory. Nothing good ever happens in these.
Doctor? Can those frog things get out?
I don't think so. That door is locked and that plate glass seems thick enough. I'd stay away from them, though. They can record everything they can see and hear in their minds.
That's how the professor knew to call you doctor.
Yes, and that my blue box was important.
I'll keep an eye out for it. Thanks for rescuing me.
You rescued me. It's only fair.
That was nothing. I've been diffusing fights since I was a kid. I do the books for this furniture joint in the West End, and there's a union fight every other week.
Never short yourself. Especially after beating me to finding a secret lab. Now this is interesting.
The pulsing flesh in those bottles?
No, those are probably just human nervous systems, clownish and imagined. No, I'm talking about this!
In that case, that's a ball, isn't it?
It's a cricket ball. Well, it's a meteorite shaped like a cricket ball, mostly. It's terribly worn.
It doesn't look special.
In a room full of biological experiments, why put a rock in the best display case? Now, let's get a better look at you, shall we?
Doctor?
Mr. Lovecraft, would you stop following us?
He can't help it. Can you, Mr. Lovecraft?
I'm sorry, but all these dreams and visions I've had, I've been putting them to page. My hand isn't fast enough to record all the horrors and blasphemies I've seen, all the names I hear in the darkness. Miskatonic, Dagon, Shoggoth, Nyarlathotep, Cthulhu. I must know what that chair is. Why I loathe and love it.
Well, the chair's down here now, so let's have a look at it, eh? It's made from contemporary materials, but the concept is certainly far in advance of this time period. This cap has 4 syringes, while the arms and feet have points to channel an electric current. Mr. Lovecraft, may I examine your head?
Very well, I'll let you.
Good man. As I thought, there they are, 4 little scars. You've been in this chair before.
I would have known. I've been in horrible places before, but not here.
The mind tries to forget trauma, and it fills in those empty spaces with dreams and impressions.
My insanity is from my father. I felt nothing but peace from that inmate in the chair.
Oh, I felt awful, like I was gonna upchuck.
I don't know what this chair did to you, Mr. Lovecraft, but it made you susceptible to Whiteman's influence. Did you have any reason to leave Providence before the professor came to Boston?
No.
How long ago did your dreams become unbearable?
They were bad throughout my childhood, terrible in college, but they've been beyond horror for the past 5 years or so.
And I'd say those scars were around 5 years old. Howard, I want to share something with you. Earlier, you described your father's symptoms. You said his eyes darted, his muscles shook, he had seizures and suffered from dementia. I'm afraid your father did not pass any kind of insanity onto you. He had treponema pallidum. Syphilis.
You lie, sir!
The crush of your madness is from this chair, not your parents. Did your mother ever take arsenic?
My mother is dying!
I'm so sorry.
But yes, she did take arsenic regularly.
Well, it's another way to treat what your father had.
No one ever told me.
Do not look to them for the seat of your pain, Mr. Lovecraft. Look there, at that chair. Go on.
That was cruel of you, Doctor.
I've planted a seed of doubt in his mind. It may be all that stands between him and ruin.
Hello. As headmaster of the Boston campus of Miskatonic University, I welcome you to orientation. We only have one class, I'm afraid, and it involves sitting in the chair. But I hear the professor is phenomenal and always lets out 10 minutes early.
Don't hurt me, please. Don't hurt me.
Whiteman!
The best part of the course is cheating is allowed.
You monster!
For example, I'm cheating because I have this syringe filled with a very nasty virus pressed against the neck of your friend Faith here.
For the love of God, sir.
And if anyone tries anything, I'm going to go poke, and she's going to go, you, and die. Probably painfully, and probably not right away.
All right, all right. So, what did you want to talk to me about?
Well, if you had come in the front door as we agreed, I was going to bargain with you for certain pieces of technology I need. But since you broke in through the back door, I must conclude you're up to no good. Whatever your reason is, though, I'm curious to know it.
What did you do to me?
Ah, Mr. Lovecraft, would you kindly shut up?
I will not, sir.
Oh, go away. You're an abomination. Icky.
I dreamed that a shape with your voice calls to me.
Yes, you can't help the way I made you, but you're a failure. One of the many flops I created before I improved my machine. You should have been one of my lovelies. But you're not, and you never will be. You had a taste of the big time, and you failed the audition. You broke. But don't worry, Mr. Lovecraft. It happens to most of your kind. Now, if there's any part of you that still loves me, and I know there is, go sit in the corner and think about what you've done.
What do you want, Whiteman?
I want Cthulhu to rise. Yes, your pronunciation is awful, Mr. Lovecraft. Barely recognizable as speech. Cthulhu has been in a bad state for the past several thousand years, Doctor, and he needs people like my lovelies.
Stay back. I've got a spray bottle and I'm not afraid to use it. Who's Cthulhu?
Someone you're going to meet very soon and get to know very intimately.
Don't harm her, Whiteman, or have your frogmen try to attack me. They'll regret it.
Doctor, move away from the chair. Class is about to start.
Let her go. I've worse things than this bottle.
Drop the corrosive first.
Free her first.
Let's go together, shall we? 1, 2, 3.
Got you.
Faith?
Professor Kins wasn't sure what kind of weapons the doctor might have, so we played a little game to get him to give them up.
You're with him?
Sorry to disappoint you, Vi.
I can't help it. The birds love me, don't they, Beetle?
We do.
That's abominable.
You have no idea. Doctor, kindly give me back my meteorite.
Fine, here.
Wonderful. Darling, are you ready to show our guests what this chair can really do?
Of course, love. But I am a little scared.
To be expected. But I can't take you with me as you are.
Of course not. I understand.
He's using you, Faith.
We're all using someone, Doctor. Goodbye, Violet. I promise to be a good queen to you.
What do you mean? Last night, you brought me to that alley so those frog things could kidnap me.
You weren't the first.
I thought you were my friend.
I don't have friends anymore, Vi. I'm sick. I ain't got long. I'm finished with this world. So I'm going to the next. Strap me in, honey.
Always a pleasure, Beetle.
Faith, you're making a terrible mistake.
Doctor, you're such a prude. Wish me luck, honey.
Good luck, Beetle. And now, behold the true potential of my device when it's not set to piddle.
Faith, come on, struggle. There's better ways than you know it.
I don't want to look.
Beetle? Beetle, how are you doing? Beetle? Come on, Beetle, talk to me. Don't just sit there.
Got you.
Oh, you're back. Never do that again. How do you feel, Beetle?
Lustrous, ecstatic.
Come on out. Radiant. Cthulhu is gonna of you. Too bad I'm keeping you for myself.
The world is so bright now. All these little pieces of it that were held down, they don't have to be anymore. I can spin them in a grand kaleidoscope.
Maybe after you've recovered, darling. You're going to be weak for a while. Hey, I have an idea. Let's throw your friend Violet in the chair.
Oh, honey, that would just be the bee's knees.
Don't try it.
My lovelies, seize her.
Stop, I won't let you hurt her.
Good. Let's negotiate. What have you got?
Nyarlathotep! I remember! I was there, in Providence, in 1915. That's what they called you!
Oh, they give you a name at birth, and then no one ever lets you forget it.
I've seen you! I've seen you, Nyarlathotep!
Yes. I'm the Black Pharaoh of Egypt, and the bloated woman of Shanghai. I am the crawling darkness. Blabbity blabbity blah. I gave you the sextant and the electric bulb, and this is all you remember of me? Doctor, I'm bored. Give me a reason not to convert Violet.
I can get you off this planet.
No deal. I want something better. Next.
I have an extremely valuable device called a yo-yo. It can disable the very gravity of this world without psychic energy.
What else have you got?
Jelly baby? They're fewer generations old, but still nothing like you've ever had.
I'm guessing you have nothing else I want. Violet, Mr. Chair is getting cranky without you.
Let me go! If you turn me into one of you, I will still break you!
Violet!
Violet. Doc, what are you doing? This isn't time for hugging. Shh.
Listen, Violet.
Said your goodbyes? Wonderful. I'll take her over now. Come with me, young lady. I'm stronger than I look.
Don't do this! I'll make you sorry! Like this! Ugh.
Don't touch the goods!
Whiteman!
May I throw the switch, honey?
Please! Ready to be another mine for Cthulhu, Violet? He needs so many before he can rise.
Don't hurt her!
Doctor!
Whenever you're ready, Beetle, throw the switch!
Ha ha ha. Well, I can't wait to see how they get out of this one. Hi, I'm Andy Hicks, and I play the Doctor on Post Meridian Radio Player's Doctor Who.
And I'm Melissa. I play Violet Spike Heels Brooks.
And we just want to let you know that fine programming like this only comes due to the support of viewers like you.
That's right. right, Andy. And tonight, if you promise to go see another little project that some of our friends and family are putting together, 2010, Our Hideous Future. A cyberpunk musical taking place right here.
Right here, in this very
right
room,
here,
Grand
on Sunday
Ballroom,
at
yes.
7 o'clock. You'll receive this amazing banana shark as a free gift.
Actually, we can't give away the
Yeah,
banana
just
shark.
kidding. The banana shark's mine.
Yeah,
You should still come see the show.
We'll be getting back to Doctor Who in just a few seconds. We want to thank the Tulsa Time Lords for everything they've done answering our phones tonight. All right, well, back to the show then.
Back to the show, Andy.
Whenever you're ready, Beetle, throw the switch!
Wait! You know she's not human, right? Violet's my contact on this planet.
Bourgeois.
The beast from my dreams! Shoggoth!
Gesundheit.
Holy Toledo!
She saw you exactly as you are, Nyarlathotep, as I saw you, as you once let Mr. Lovecraft see you. I disrupted the psychic projection that hides your true form, much like your cousins, the Axons, use. You're a Relian, aren't you? Now, if Violet is human, then how did she manage to hit all three of your primary eyeballs when she lashed out at you? How do you explain that?
Can I zap her now?
No.
Listen to my voice, Nyarlathotep. My language. Your mind comprehends the words, but I'm not speaking English, and neither is Violet. Listen to her say anything.
I was walking through the park one day in the merry, merry month of May.
I don't know. She looks really human to me.
So do I. Our people are highly connected in all the fashionable solar systems, and we're very valuable hostages, worth a lot in trade. And we can probably help you a lot with your problems.
All right, I'll release her.
Thank you.
Jonas!
Franklin, such perfect timing. I bet you've got some fantastic news.
I have word regarding the Antarctic flotilla. We've lost contact with all of the ships. They haven't responded to any of our radio communications. We've been trying to contact them for hours, but there's been nothing.
Yes. We'll send out search airplanes tomorrow morning. You may go. Wait, stay.
Of course, illustrious founder. I am privileged to stay and see what is done to the intruders.
Charmed. Now, Doctor, who are you? Why are you here?
Oh, does that matter? We're aliens with advanced technology. We're here and we're willing to help.
Beings from space that look like civilized folk. What madness is this?
Franklin, space, outer realms, it's all the same.
It's true. Now, look at the way Mr. Nyarlathotep, Professor Whiteman, prances about. It's because he doesn't have any bones. Thousands of years of practice, he can't even walk right.
He has a point. I suppose you're the only person who hasn't seen me as I am, naked as a jaybird, Franklin. Do you want to? Oh! I love this part. Tell me what you saw.
You're... Oh, I can't!
Shapeless congress of protoplasmic bubbles. Myriads of eyes forming and unforming as pustules.
And that's just my good side.
Limbs of all sizes pouring out of flesh as rancid growths.
Thank you, Mr. Lovecraft. Now, one last confession, Franklin. The Antarctic expedition ships aren't lost.
They aren't?
No. They all went down. Lovelies, stuff the doctor and Ms. Brooks in a supply crate. When were their holes this time?
Hey! Let go!
Gently, this is a new suit.
And make sure to take all the doctor's toys first. Now, if I am to spare Miss Brooks, I am sure to drive mine.
Do not even think of it, sir.
Beetle, put the good Mr. Payberry in the chair. You know how to do the rest.
You monster! The Order will hear of this. They'll turn on you.
Stuff it.
Excuse us, Doctor. Faith and I must deal with this, and then go off to have the most inappropriate of relations.
This is insanity, Nyarlathotep!
No! Whoever you are, wherever you're from, you don't get it. I know you're here for me, whatever your reasons, but I don't want to be part of your politics, or your bounty scheme, or your great master plan. I just want to be left alone.
Ow! Jeez, are we still in this crate? I hate this thing.
They gassed us. It's been days. Careful!
Ow! That's why I hate this thing.
I think we're near our destination. We were in a plane flying south, or so my internal compass was saying. We landed in the tundra, probably Antarctica. Then they pulled us down. We must be miles below the surface now.
Wait, you said days? Oh, darn it! I probably lost my job by now.
It's the least of our worries. We're being taken to help raise Cthulhu, whoever he is. It's probably every bit as horrid as his reputation.
But you can do things, right? I mean, you made him think I wasn't speaking English.
The Time Lord's gift I allow you to share.
Ow!
Ah, we've arrived. Someone's coming.
Doctor, Violet, I found you!
Mr. Lovecraft, however did you get here?
I hid in one of the vans the professor used to transport the crates to Boston Airport. These frog creatures don't notice me.
It's your partial conversion. They think you're one of them.
Oh, no.
Keep your voice down.
Sorry. Oh, look at that. We're in an underground cavern. See those patterns on the rock? It's definitely carved. Such odd angles in the walls, too.
Doctor?
And this green light everywhere. Bioluminescence. Naturally, that's what this race uses.
Doctor?
Doctor, what is that over us?
Ah, of course.
It's miles high, as large as this cavern. And the head.
That's not a head, it's,
Is this on? Good. 300,000 welcomes to all of you, my lovelies. Welcome to the Starship Cthulhu. He's a big boy, isn't he? Almost ready to rise. Please grab what's left of the crates and bring them in an orderly fashion to the main cargo bay. Once inside, you will be assigned a seat. Just lie back, relax, and let Cthulhu's chair tentacles gently suck on your brain. Once the hive mind has been established, we will be launching to outer space and beyond. Thrilling, isn't it? I know I'm pretty thrilled, and I've already been there. Toodles.
That's a ship?
A starship. A vessel from the blackest depths of space. A great head, a size beyond anything seen by man, with foul tendrils the girth of our greatest buildings. And they're moving. Slowly.
It's not a head, Mr. Lovecraft. That's the primary hull. The eyes are the command center. The mouth is the main cargo bay. The tendrils are part of how it moves. They can unfurl great sails in space and ride the solar winds, propel the ship underwater, or coil into a drill shape and to tunnel through solid rock.
It's still horrible.
It's terribly wounded. I'm surprised it's still alive after crashing here on Earth.
That's alive?
Oh, in a rudimentary form. The Rodians grew it over a mechanical frame. I'm not reassuring you with any of this, am I?
Please stop. It's monstrous.
You can tell me. I don't want to be afraid of it.
The situation is far worse than it seems. This vessel is built to create star mines. The frog creatures were slapdash attempts to replace its main power source. Drive mines. You saw the inmate move a pen at Nyarlathotep's symposium, and one frog creature lifted a car. 300,000 of them can move a starship. That's why they're called drive mines.
I see.
But they're not made right. A proper drive mind is an enlightened brain which understands the implicate order of the universe, with a second layer of matter that sort of acts as a filter, right? An isolation shield. The Relayans are contractors. A ship like Cthulhu parks in a solar system and grows trillions of these drive mines, and they go zooming around, building massive structures, ring worlds, sun collectors, Dyson spheres, to help out the inhabitants of a solar system. But being pure mind, they are susceptible to being affected by stronger minds around them, like Mr. Lovecraft over here. But Nyarlathotep's drive mines aren't properly shielded. They aren't isolated from each other. Every time they move something, you get a little woozy, don't you, Violet?
Yeah.
It's a bleed-through effect, a psychic backwash caused during the manipulation of physical matter. One drive mind can make you feel a little bit out of sorts moving a pen. Imagine the effect 300,000 unshielded drive minds moving Cthulhu will have on everyone on Earth.
I knew it.
When this ship takes off, every sentient being on Earth will go mad. Why? Because Nyarlathotep, Black Pharaoh of the Egyptians, is lazy. He doesn't want to spend another 100 years figuring out how to properly shield his crew. A paltry 100 years.
Relax, Doc. What can we do?
Yes, Doctor. Let's hear what your long and brilliant life has taught you to do now. Tell us what science you have to stop Cthulhu from spreading madness to us all.
Here, Mr. Lovecraft. Your journal. Your words, your implanted memories of this ship. You know, I was wrong to tell you that madness is not your birthright. This is how you will defeat Cthulhu. Violet, I must ask you to watch over Mr. Lovecraft, protect him at all costs.
Sure. What's wrong? Where are you going?
To have a little chat with Nyarlathotep. Back in the crate, Violet, I'm sorry. Mr. Lovecraft, since the drive mines don't notice you, you should be safe. Just follow them whenever they load the crate aboard and stay with it.
Go in there?
Yes. You have the power to stop this. I have absolute faith in you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Why me?
Because you have something that Nyarlathotep does not have. Fear. He's walked among the people of Earth, thinking they're savages. He converted you without a thought, tearing your mind apart and growing new bits inside you. He thinks himself a god here. It's right that you fear him. Here, especially on Starship Cthulhu, because, my friend, you have a powerful weapon. You fear him more than he exalts over you. Huh? That'll be the ruin of him. Consider all he's done to you, Howard. All he will do. Go on. The great Nyarlathotep will rend the world to madness, and we can do nothing. Spread your words. Spread your fear. We are all doomed.
Cinching thought waves, initializing espresso routine.
So there you are, Doctor.
We brought him as you asked, my lord. He approached us willingly.
Nice ship you have, Nyarlathotep. Glad the heating works. Still, I'd hate to see your utility bill.
Doctor. Sorry, bad timing, busy. Where's Miss Brooks?
Escaped. I let her off when our plane stopped for refueling.
Nice try, Doctor. Franklin, be a love and go find her.
Of course, my lord.
We're almost ready to pop round to the nearest civilized tech market for repair parts to the Dagon control system. It's completely shot. The hive mind can't do anything but move the ship around without it. Still, it's enough to get Cthulhu to tunnel into the ocean from here. I'll need to flood the tanks with seawater. Dry froggies are dead froggies after a while. Why did you come here?
You haven't shielded your crew. You have no way to dampen the psychic pulse they're going to generate when this ship goes to warp.
Oh, was I supposed to?
You've lived with these people for thousands of years. You've let yourself become close to some of them.
True, but it's made me disdain all the others. You don't know how dreadfully stuck up these people can be. Oh, but the Relayans. Ew! They're 1,000 times worse. Oh, Nyarlathotep, you deviated from the construction plan again. Oh, you made the ring world all wavy. Yes, I was cloned and engineered to make star mines. But did I have to be such a stick in the mud, too?
You ran away.
Took the old boy with me. All right, I didn't actually build anything from my delightfully abhorrent imagination. But I did think about it. And in Relayan culture, that's enough to get you scrapped. So I grabbed Cthulhu from the junk heap, took off to build my own star mine here.
That's a familiar story. I'm sorry.
Don't be. I apologize if I'm treating the humans like parts, but, well, they are.
You said your Dagon control system was shot. What happened?
This little meteorite cut through the hull without leaving a mark, hit the core Dagon processor, created a feedback loop that panicked and killed all the drive mines. Cthulhu was barely space-worthy. Should have known something would go wrong.
So you crashed on Earth.
Where I learned what wonderful brains the humans have. Took me a while to build the technology for my little chair. Humans like Franklin helped, though, founding my esoteric order of Dagon and my worldwide network of Miskatonic universities. They helped me bring my mines here under the guise of an international expedition. The ships were sunk and my lovelies swam here through our underwater tunnels. This cavern's not far from the ocean, you know.
So what happens now?
We launch.
Darling, the panel says we're ready.
Fantastic! Cthulhu, construction mode. Form, drill, and go! Burrow straight into the ocean, great Cthulhu. We'll wet our lovelies up and then, bam, we leave this rock and everyone will go crazy missing us.
It's moving! Cthulhu rises!
It's shaking too much. I can't stay in there.
It's all right. The frog monsters are all seated in some kind of trance. Those fleshy tendrils in their chairs are sucking their heads as leeches. I think they're in that hive mind the doctor was talking about.
You didn't say all of those things were in here? All? He said 300,000, didn't he? Oh my God, their eyes, they're all open. They're looking at me.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry.
Intruder spotted in the drive tank. Ms. Brooks has been spotted in the drive tank. Mr. Peabody, bring her here, please. Mostly alive.
Is there any place to hide?
No, I've checked! This is an alien ship. The walls are alive. There's nowhere to run. There's nothing we can do!
Settle down. Calm down.
The doctor said I shouldn't!
That's right. He did. Why? He said your journals were important. I had a peek at them. They were chilling.
I live with these thoughts. They consume my every waking hour.
Would you read your words out loud? Very loud, so I can hear it? I'm gonna go look for a way out.
Spread out! Hunter like the devil!
Oh God, they're here. Hey! Look at me! Come after me, not him! I've got spike heels! Hi-ya!
Oh, head her off! Block the ramps!
Mr. Lovecraft! Read!
Men, driven by curiosity, set out in ships directed by the Fiend, came upon a coastline of mingled mud, ooze, and weedy cyclopean masonry. The nightmare corpse city of the Relayan's folly. There lay great Cthulhu and his hordes, hidden in green slimy vaults, and sending out at last, after cycles incalculable, The thoughts that called imperiously to the faithful to come on a pilgrimage of liberation and restoration.
There is something unwholesome in these walls.
When I think of the extent of all that may be brooding down there, I almost wish to kill myself forthwith. Through the aperture, it burst forth like smoke from its aeon-long imprisonment, visibly darkening the sun as it slunk away into the shrunken and gibbous sky on flapping membranous wings. I listened still when it lumbered slobberingly into sight and gropingly squeezed its gelatinous green immensity through the black doorway into the tainted outside air of that poisoned city of madness.
I fear! What do I fear?
The stars were right again. After ventillions of years, great Cthulhu was loose again and ravening for delight. Men and beasts were swept up by the flabby claws. I slipped by as others were plunging frenziedly over endless vistas of green-crusted rock to some pitiful dream of safety, while others still were swallowed up by an angle of masonry which shouldn't have been there. The mountainous monstrosity flopped down the slimy stones and hesitated, floundering at the edge of the water, its hunger unsated, waiting to feast upon us all.
No! It's too horrible! Cthulhu will devour us! Taken, Cthulhu! We're doomed!
They're ripping themselves from their tendrils.
Oh! Doomed! Cursed Cthulhu! Flee, my brothers! Flee, my brothers and sisters, to the oceans!
Hurry! I found a way out!
Where are they going?
They're getting off the ship! They're diving into the water! Howard! You did it!
Out of my way before I'm consumed too!
I did!
You made them as terrified of the ship as you are! Your fear broke them! It spread like an infection to every one of them!
Yes, it must have.
Come on! We've got to get to the doctor. The ship is going to fill with water fast.
No. No! No! No, Cthulhu, seal all irrigation pipes. Ugh, it isn't working!
Sweetie, I'm scared. I don't think Cthulhu likes us very much.
He doesn't have emotions, dear. The controls are just being flaky.
Stop running, my lovelies. Back to your posts. Get back in your seats and pilot me off this rock.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if you'd isolated your drive minds, this wouldn't have happened.
Doctor, shut up! You do know I have your weapon here.
Oh. My sonic screwdriver. You wouldn't use that against me, would you?
Actually, yes. What? It didn't do anything.
It's a tool, you tool. I don't do weapons.
Ugh. Drive system's out. We're going down.
And I'll take my sonic screwdriver back now, thank you. You wouldn't happen to have my blue box inside Cthulhu by any chance, would you?
Yes, it's in cargo bay 14.
Yeah, I only mention this because we happen to be several thousand meters under the ocean and falling. Now, I don't know how much pressure Cthulhu can take, but we're bound to hit a limit sometime. How are you going to travel off-world when Cthulhu is at the bottom of the ocean, possibly crushed to scrap? On the other hand, my TARDIS is a spaceship that can dematerialize. I can bring you anywhere you want in the universe.
Right. Abandoned ship. Let's find the doctor's blue box. I graciously accept your offer, Doctor. And I apologize for anything I may have said about your mother.
Ow! That's for trying to sell me out, Faith!
Violet, stop it! She's helping us now.
Oh!
Ow!
What did you do to the doctor?
Nothing!
Miss Brooks, please calm down.
Violet, I'll take that pipe. Now, Violet, Mr. Lovecraft, you both have perfect timing. Follow Nyarlathotep. We're going to Cargo Bay 14. Hey, wonderful work, Mr. Lovecraft. I always had the utmost confidence in you.
Cargo Bay 14 ahead. Oh, drat.
What's wrong this time?
The sensors say it's already been flooded. Not a problem for me.
But you can't get in the box without me. How much of the ship is flooded?
Approximately 35% and rising.
Nyarlathotep, can you access the ship's controls from here?
Naturally. Why? Of course.
Flip the ship by 90 degrees, make Cargo Bay 14 a higher point in the ship. It'll filter the water to the lowest regions.
If you insist. Let's hope the tentacles still work. Cthulhu, release wall straps. Strap yourselves in, folks. We're about to go topsy-turvy. Rotating Cthulhu. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look down, you'll see the hallway beneath us turning into a dark pit leading to certain death.
I think I'll be ill.
Draining cargo bay. Whoa! Grab the railing!
Grabbing!
Got it!
I'm Jake!
Now that everyone is strapped in, and the cargo bay is almost drained, maybe I want to have one of my patented changes of heart, Doctor. Maybe while you and your companions are strapped in right now, I'll just kill you and figure my own way into your ship. I know it's not the smartest thing to do, but it would make me feel really good. And I really need something to feel good about right now.
Nyarlathotep.
Oh, here's where the begging starts. Make it good.
Nyarlathotep, I'm a Time Lord. Long ago, I ran away from Gallifrey because I had to. I stole an obsolete TARDIS from the junk heap, and I went out into the universe, and I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of. But I didn't burn my bridges. I set about to make them right. I know what it's like to be attached to an old, dying bit of technology, and no one understands why you care about it. I know what it's like to run from a stifling, unbearable environment. I've been there, and I've come through it. Wouldn't you like a chance to start over and leave all this behind?
You're serious?
Never more so.
Right. Cargo bay's drained. Cthulhu, retract wall straps. Climb on in. Let's all get to that damn ship of yours.
Thank you, Nyarla. Professor Whiteman.
You did right.
Better keep your word, Doctor.
Goodbye, Cthulhu. I'll miss you. All your silly little quirks. You were the most amazing ship. Maybe I'll see you again someday. After all, that which is not dead can eternal fly. Mr. Lovecraft, how did you do this to my ship?
I just read from my journal.
I should cut off your limbs and leave you to drown.
I was just reading what you showed me.
Come on, then. The doctor just better be right about this second chance, or I'm coming back to eat you and your entire bloodline.
Well, there are over 300,000 drive mines in the ocean now. They should spend their remaining years splashing about quite happily.
That's not short my genius. They have centuries ahead of them. Perhaps they'll build their own cities.
But they were human beings. You can't just leave them like that.
The process is irreversible, Violet. I'm sorry.
It's not so bad to be a froggy Vi, especially considering my old life.
You mean the one where you tried to convert me into a frog?
I'm sorry. I was having too much fun. I know it's not an excuse, but you know how it is on those long weekends when you can just let yourself go?
I can forgive you, Faith. As long as I never have to see you ever again.
Nevertheless, Nyarlathotep, you have killed many in the past by your own admission.
I didn't mean to kill most of them.
So I'm giving you a choice. You're a brilliant mind. You can save billions, improve life for trillions. Or you can rot in Sharda. Either way, you pay. So, which will it be? Prison or centuries of service?
Oh. If I choose service, would I get to have any fun?
There's a group of scientists I know, brilliant as you, who could use you in their think tank. There would be whole, uninhabited solar systems at your disposal for research.
Can Faith come too? Can we get saucy and bump the walls?
Naturally. But if you choose service, there's a cost.
What would that be?
Hand me a little cricket ball meteorite thingam there. Thank you. Now, the TARDIS is also a time machine.
Oh.
I take us back a few thousand years, materialize inside Cthulhu by your Dagon control system instance before it broke. Then I open the door and give you a clear shot.
You want me to cause my own shipwreck?
If Cthulhu hadn't crashed, you'd have wiped out all life on Earth building a star mind. This way, you take responsibility for the crash and everything you did afterward as a result.
Yes, but... Oh, fine, I'll do it. I always wondered how that little meteorite got through the hull.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Doctor.
Good. Now, if you and Faith will just wait over there, I'll show you to your room. Violet, Mr. Lovecraft, we've landed in Boston. Thank you for all your help, Howard.
Doctor, thank you for the vote of confidence.
Your adventures are only beginning. I expect greatness of you. And please, return to your stories. Perhaps starting with something about our brooding friend over there. It will give you an outlet for the dreams.
And where Nyarlathotep went, rest vanished. For the small hours were rent with the screams of nightmare. Yes, Doctor, I think you may be right.
You won't regret it, I promise.
I appreciate it. I'll tell my mother who made it possible. Oh, wait, I can't tell her that. She'd think I was
do what you think is right, Howard.
I will. Thank you, sir. Goodbye, Doctor. Goodbye, Violet.
Goodbye, Howard. You're a right guy.
Faith, Professor Nyarlathotep, I hope you get what's coming to you.
Yeah.
Violet.
Do I have to go too? I'm sure I've lost my job and it'll be hard as heck to find another one.
Oh, free spirit like you. You'll have another in a week. Change is in your blood.
Like in yours?
Literally in my case. Violet, I don't remember what caused my regeneration, but I must have done something exceedingly dangerous, and it may catch up with me soon. I wouldn't want it to catch you too.
My dime novels say it's a pretty big universe. Is it big enough to run from whatever's after you?
I should think it is.
Besides, I've been in pretty much every gin joint in town. They're starting to bore me.
Oh, is that so?
And you have some really sweet rooms here.
Ah, so you really want to come with me?
Yes.
And see the galaxy?
Absolutely. Especially the bars.
Oh, the bars can be pretty rough.
What's Jake? All the roughs think I'm pretty.
Then make yourself at home, Violet Brooks. Glad to have you on board. Next stop, where it all began. Just before the wreck of the Cthulhu. And onward to redemption.
I fear I have seen the future. A world, a universe, consumed by insanity. Madmen, forgiving madmen for crimes unspeakable. Cthulhu and his monsters still alive in the depths. That which is not dead can eternal lie. And with strange eons, even death may die. And madness reigns supreme. God help us! God help us all!